What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Last time, the world persevered, and we could not kill them. We could not. I'm stupid. We couldn't dub it out with our bacterium, which we called Hairy Pickle. It was not an innuendo. It was just the, just calling it like I saw it. Talking about this thing. We're back again. For the same exact thing. Oh yeah, my intro. What's up? My name is Cornfed Opossum, but the O is silent. Let's get into it. Okay. I believe last time I literally said, I was like, oh, we need to like stay not very detected, stay on the low down, the down low, to make sure that we can actually win, to make sure that we can get it done, as in like the extinction of humanity. That didn't work out. I didn't follow my own advice. You gotta forgive me, I'm just a little bacteria. I don't know what I'm doing. That's me RPing as our bacteria. Did you like that? That was pretty creative, wasn't it? Okay. Last time I believe we started in India, and so it was resistant to hot climates. This time I want to start a more wealthy country, so maybe it's resistant to, be resistant to drugs. Can I see that? Oh, whoops. I was trying to look at the info. Okay, that's how you do that. Whoops. Okay. So I have thought up a really, honestly, cheesy strat that I don't think would make for very compelling gameplay, which is okay because you are supposed to be going to sleep anyway. So you don't need compelling gameplay. What you need is, see, these red dots are just spread all over, like tingles down your spine. The cheesy strat that I'm going to talk about, though, is that every time that we mutate and develop a symptom, I'm going to immediately, before clicking out of the box, devolve the symptom. So that way, we are only leveling transmission and abilities. So there's like literally no way that our bacteria can even be detected because there are no symptoms. It's asymptomatic. Then, whenever the big global kind of spread happens, when our points, because we are both in this together, we are two bacteria hanging out, sharing our disdain for humanity, bristle and bristle, kind of like arm in arm, That's us embracing each other. Anyway, I am going to keep us, not me, us, asymptomatic for as long as possible. rapid organ failure or total organ failure. That being said, this is going to be a long game, so you better strap in. Get your covers up over you. Get nice and cozy. Oh shit. No. I literally just went back. I accidentally didn't do the thing I said that I was gonna do. I kind of tend to do that, unfortunately. So I'm gonna do one thing and then absentmindedly do the opposite. Whoops. I wonder if you're watching this video, if you're one of those people who find things that are kind of dark, like scary movies and stuff like that, if you find those like kind of more morbid things, if you find them relaxing, because I kind of do. Wow, that flooding killed a lot of people. Pretty baller for us. I do find scary things or macabre things as being kind of weirdly relaxing, and I don't know why that is. I think maybe I don't know. There's sort of like a detached interest there in things that are spooky or disturbing, at least when I'm learning about them of my own choice, learning about them on the internet or reading about them. You know, reading about like the Black Plague or something like that, it just, I don't know, it almost simulates like proximity or like ownership, but in a way that also preserves the like kind of safety of distance as well. So I don't know, it's very comforting to learn about spooky stuff. Oh, I forgot her name. It starts with a K. Oh no, what's her name? I forgot. Maybe it's just K. K-A-Y. ASMR or something like that. She does a lot of like scary and disturbing fact videos that I think are really cool. Nice. More infectious than the common cold. Nice. Cysts. Disgusting. Get it out of here. Someone's honking. Okay, I think we can start working on it. Oh, hell yeah, boy. Very high levels of bird migration expected. That's amazing for us. I guess we'll take more bird transmission. Sweet. Oh, so the birds are kind of spotting us, it looks like. Helping us out. Thank you, birds. pretty satisfying to watch. I'm sure the ambulance is not very relaxing. I turned the volume like way down. So hopefully that's a little bit better. Okay, where do we need to still transmit? A lot of places in Africa. It is hot in Africa. Very hot. Iran as well. It's also hot. Which I knew that, but sometimes the game makes interesting choices regarding what is plaguing canon and what is not. Go ahead and do that. Cool. So we just have to wait for the final continent to fall. Oh, nice. Brexit commentary. Thank you, Plague Inc. Truly have been around for a really long time. I love a good apocalypse simulation. I really love really anything related to zombies. I just think zombies are really cool. Although in zombie media there is a tendency for people to be portrayed as like completely non-cooperative and like very competitive and combative with each other. Yeah, buddy, I know, buddy. Gotta wait for Angola though. We've got enough points to start marking people soon enough. But in zombie media, I really don't like it when people are too cutthroat. When I think that is I don't like that as a trope of the genre. That, you know, everything has to be grim, dark, and stuff. And when it comes to human nature, humans are a lot more collaborative and cooperative than we give ourselves credit for. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's also just like kind of a missed opportunity as well. And a lot of zombie media is like, where are these last 530 healthy people? It's like you can craft very compelling stories about like, alright, we're gonna start evolving to kill people. Boink. Alright, that should do the job. I could, I guess, devolve transmission and stuff, but I don't know, don't really see the point. New minor diseases spreading. Yeah, doctor caught an case in Algeria during normal checkup. Yeah, it seems to be pretty harmless though, and has to be investigated further, and other countries are also reporting the disease. Pretty harmless, they say, huh? Pretty harmless. With our coughing, sneezing, immune suppression, and total organ failure. That's such a funny combo. Oh yeah, a little bit of coughing, a little bit of sneezing, also your heart's gonna stop. Good luck. Hilarious. Yeah, I was gonna say this death toll is gonna just skyrocket. There's no more healthy people anymore. Cool. Anyway, zombie media. Sorry. Oh yeah, we can also refund. Everyone's sick, so we don't need any more transmission stuff, and we get a refund as well. So not bad, not bad. Okay, sorry. So I keep getting distracted. there's, I just think that there are interesting narratives that could be told, I don't know, about people like working together, more so than just like, I don't know, like fighting for other people, or, you know, doing things for other people. That's a very underrated impulse that humans have. People will do really silly shit that puts their own survival in jeopardy, just to help other people, just to make sure that other people, you know, get a fair chance, or but people aren't left behind, or whatever. Which, you know, of course, that those actions are not actually silly, but they might seem that way. Like, some people might be like, oh, I would never risk myself to like get my neighbor's wheelchair for her and, you know, wheel her around or whatever. But, you know, more people would do that than you would expect during a zombie apocalypse. Nice. It looks like we're gonna do it. Humanity's gonna be over. The world is gonna. The world is gonna heal. The polar bear is gonna come back, baby. Man, what a very really bleak thing to imagine. Just, you know, less than 10 million people watching the world just kind of blink out of existence. That's pretty rough to imagine. Anyway, zombie media is cool, but it works, I think, on too many of the same tropes, and it gets very repetitive. Alright, we did it, me and you. We are the Hairy Pickles. Again, not an innuendo. Nice. Alright, sweet. Thank you very much for watching, if you watched. Thank you very much for listening, if you listened. These are pretty fun to film, and very easy to do so as well. I just need some, you know, quiet time and a little something to ramble about. So, I'll put this in the playlist, relaxing gaming playlist. Part 1, if you haven't seen that, check it out. Part 1 was pretty interesting. So, yep, I guess upload another one of these at some point. Maybe get through the whole list.